Welcome everyone to another video. Today we're going to be going for those beach decky vibes in the bathroom. I've decided I'm going for the beach look and we're going to make some transformations in here because it's an absolute mess. My bathroom has always been basic, boring. I've never done anything with it. This is what it looks like. It is not pleasant, and doesn't matter how many times I clean it and make it all nice, it never looks nice. So I'm going to make some changes. I've got a cabinet here on the wall which is starting to rot away in places. You know, that it's that kind of wood that like foams up when it gets wet, where the paint's come away, and I don't want to get rid of it just to get another one which will probably do the same thing. I'm going to see if I can upcycle it. So moving pans are out the way because she thinks this is a great game. I am wrapping my rug with some plastic sheeting so that I can sand the cabinet down, and then this really hurt my arms. Like I was just I had to do the entire cabinet because even though there were spots on it where the wood is like coming away, but it's quite a silky kind of paint that's on it. It's probably more of a plastic coating, to be fair. But anyway, it was sanding down quite well. It just took a lot of time. Anyway, I need to tell you something. Yes, I do. So guess what's returned in my house? Yes, the spookies. I'm telling you, there is something in this house again because... So the other day we were sitting in the front room and Nick's jumper, which is always, which I flipping hate, hanging over the front room door. Now I hate it being there, but he always chucks them up there when he's finished work. So anyway, look at the top of it. The top of it's like rotted away the most, but we shall sort it. This is a mistake, by the way. I start using that hazel paint and it's a fail, so don't worry, just go with it. It didn't stay on that wood at all, so despite doing 2 coats of this, it wasn't working. It looked awful, and I decided I was going to order something from Amazon, which I'll show you in just a sec. But his jumper was on the door and it literally came off the door all by itself. It wasn't just like a random fall. It was like it's hard to explain. So anyway, we were just like, that's a bit weird. It just fall off. Anyway, let it go. Didn't think much more of it. And then the next night, we had the TV paused for EastEnders because I was probably making a cup of tea or something in the kitchen. And Nick called out and said, "What are you doing to the TV?" I said, "The controller's in there." I went in there. It's just sat on the sofa, but the light is lit up. And it's fast forwarding the entire episode of EastEnders. I got a roller. Look, £10 in Dunelm. Yes. Yeah, I tried the roller and no, it just looks like a little poop. Look, like a little poop. It went on nicer, but it didn't stay on, so it wasn't saving me at all. So back to the spookies. Anyway, the next thing that happened was we were getting the kids and everything ready for school. And we had this crash inside the cupboard under the stairs. Now, some of you may have seen in my cupboard under the stairs, I've got an ironing board that stands upright. And I've also got a shelf in there which has got all my paint tubs on. So for a paint tub to fall on the other side of the ironing board, it would have to lift over the ironing board. I'm just washing the walls, prepping to paint the walls. And that's what happened. There was an almighty crash. I opened up the door. The ironing board hasn't moved. Nothing's moved except one tub of paint, which has randomly lifted off the shelf and then fallen onto the floor into the shoes over the ironing board. What the hell's going on? Whoever is here, hello. You are welcome to stay for a little bit, but you are not welcome to live here. Thank you very much. So I'm going over doing the first coat. I'm just brushing the areas that a roller's not going to fit and going all around the edges. I'm using the Rolling Dog brushes, and yeah, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the Rolling Dog brushes in my next video, so stay tuned, people, because that is coming. Yes. Oh, and someone made a comment about my kettle. I'm not digging at you for this, but I just find it really baffling. It really baffled me. Someone put a comment on my video saying, "I've never seen someone's kettle facing the wrong direction." And I'm like, how? It's not facing in the wrong direction. It's a swivel kettle, so I can turn it in any direction. It swings both ways, my kettle. I find it really, really baffling. I don't understand it. It's not a dig. It's just I don't understand what you're saying because my kettle is full circle. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd say that because it just popped into my head. So I'm going around all the edges and making sure that they're all nice and even. I thought it wasn't going to show too much, but it's actually showing a lot more than I thought, which I'm really happy about because I feel like this paint is like the perfect kind of salty, well, if you imagine like the British Sea, that's what it looks like when on a grey rainy day. Grim, that's what it looks like. Yes. So you pour it out and it's all nice and light, but then when you start rolling it on the wall, it's like this sort of tingy, like a grey cloud. That's what it is. Yeah, but it's looking so much nicer because these walls haven't been painted in I don't know how many years. And it's really nice to just get in here and give it a bit of attention because the bathroom is definitely lacking in attention. There's so much more I want to do to this bathroom though. Oh yes, I want to do the floor. I'm going to do wood floors. I'm going to go and get proper actual wood floor because it's such a small space. It's not going to cost too much. I mean, 2 steps and that's it. That's all you can make in this room. So it's not really going to break the bank that much if I get a decent floor for that bathroom. Also want to do something with the magnolia on the walls there. I've had some absolutely fantastic ideas from people. I'm so grateful. I've had many of you say about various different paints and like sticky peeling off things. Absolutely amazing. And some of the stuff you suggested, like a particular paint I've never even heard of. I am in 2 minds to do a painting on this particular wall right here. I'm thinking I might get creative and a bit artistic, you know, and paint this is what got on for Amazon, $5.99. Yes, this little bad boy's going to be coming out. If anyone's interested, I'll pop the link down below because it took me an age to find this. An age, let me tell you. I've got everything I need and I'm going to be popping in here and I'm making an absolute mess doing the job. Yes, I am. How something can be so simple, I can turn it into an absolute nightmare, and I do. I just don't know how I function. I really don't know how I function. But anyway, what was I saying? Ah yes, painting the wall. So I'm thinking I might either draw a really cool ship wheel. You know what they steer with, what are they called? I don't know the actual word for it. But anyway, one of those. Or I might do an anchor, like with rope and stuff going around it. I could do it with the wheel as well, like rope and whatnot. Yes! How cool would that be? But not too much detail because I don't want it to be like overpowering in that small room, but just something that's quite light and also lightly coloured because yeah, I mean it'd be much better when I've changed the floor. I'm not doing the floor in this video, I pre-warn you, but I have got some really nice things which I bought in Dunelm which I'm going to be popping here, there and everywhere. And look, doesn't it look nice? Look at that, look at it. Oh, I did that. And look, I've got all my shells. Do you know what I'm going to do? Sorry if you can hear crunching in the background. That is Chase. He is eating his biscuits. But look what I'm doing. Oh my God, I'm so good. I've been so excited about this. I've near enough been wetting myself. So I'm putting on some super strong glue and I'm gluing them on. Yes. And then I've got some like little bit of rope, which I think came with like labels and stuff. I collect that sort of weird stuff. Like if there's a nice ribbon, or you get a dressing gown and it's got a nice ribbon wrapped around it, I keep it. Or a throw. Sometimes throws have nice string and ribbon and that round them. I keep them. And I'm glad I do because I've kept like a rope. And I don't know where it's from. But anyway, I kept this bit of rope. And what I'm doing is I've glued on a little design and stuck the rope to it to give it that nice little seasidey feel. And also on the handle, I've unscrewed it so that I can hold in place a shell, and I've popped a shell on it. Oh, it looks so nice. It does. It looks so nice. So after 2 coats on the wall, I'm popping the mirror. Look at that. I'm so impressed with my efforts. I am. I'm absolutely knackered by it. Absolutely worn out. I've just been changing around the boys' bedrooms. I've swapped a bunk bed from downstairs and put it upstairs, and swapped the bunk bed from upstairs to go downstairs. Yeah, all because one of them turns in singles and one doesn't. And the smaller boys want theirs in singles, so I've had to switch them around. I didn't eat all day and I didn't realise, because I was on such a mission to do it, that I ended up being sick from it. Yes, so that's kind of like my karma for not getting the norovirus. It was awful. I came up really dizzy and there was like really bad salty saliva coming out, like pouring down my cheeks. It was horrible. And yeah, Oh, it made me sick. But I'm all right now. I'm all good. I'm good to go again. Got more plans going on. I think I've got curtains to put up in the kitchen and all sorts. Anyway, what have I done here? I have got some more of this because there's quite a bit in a roll, and I've gone to put it on there, and I've cut it to the upside down way, so I have to sort myself out and get it all adjusted. This was a nightmare to stick. It feels really nice as well. It doesn't feel slippery and shiny. It feels really, I want to say rustic, but that's really weird. You know, like wood that's like, it just feels really gritty. It's got a nice feel to this roll. I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to get some more. I'm thinking about doing it on the side of the bath, because I've just got a white panel, just a white plain panel, whereas I think that would look quite nice going down the side of the bath. There's just not enough in that to do the entire thing, so I'd have to order another. I mean, it's only $5.99 a roll, so I may as well. But it does look very nice, and it does feel very nice as well to touch. You know, pop your little fingers on there and give it a good little rub around. Yes, this bit was a nightmare because that cap end doesn't come off. It does not come off. Some of them do, that one doesn't, but it does lift a little bit, so I thought I'm just going to shove it under, shove it in there, get it in the crack, and yeah, that would be a nice little neat job done. It does tuck under a bit, so I gave it a little lift and tucked it all under. A bit too much there, Gabby, cut that off. Thank you very much. There we go, look at that. My own little wood deck there. Oh, I'm going to place it with a nice little candle and all sorts. Oh, I'm going to be in the bubbly bath. I am. Getting wrinkly toes. Oh, yes. Well, I probably won't. I say all these things. But do I? It'll end up with me running it for the boys, going, oh, boys, go and have a nice bath. I've made you a nice bath. When I could jump in it. It's just I won't relax. I won't relax in it. I know I won't, because my brain's just too like, ba-ding, all the time. But anyway, with that fitted, I bought this anchor, and I bought this from Dunelm. So the anchor was £8 down to £6 something, and that rope was £5. And that's going for the shower curtain. I just need to get it up. But I'm giving the mirror a bit of a clean over, get it all nice and fresh, clean up the entire bathroom, because, yeah, when you're pulling stuff out and moving stuff about, you're just making a bit of a mess. And yeah, it's you need to keep it clean, don't you? You need to keep it clean. So I'm just giving it a quick wipe over, because I can't do too much because I need to put the blind up. I've got a blind to drill on that seat, on that window frame. I'm absolutely dreading it. Giving the floor a nice little scrub over from all the mess I make with the paint. I've got paint spilt on that floor, but I'm not worrying about it because I'm pulling all that up, and I'm going to go for a nice wood deck. Oh, yes I am. Anyway, here we go. Gabby with a drill. Very deadly. Now I'm getting confident with the drill. I'm looking at places where I can drill. It's become a thing now. I'm like, I've gone from being terrified of using the drill to, I'm going to drill here, there and everywhere. Nick's going to come home from work and be like, flipping out, Gabby, what have you been doing? Drilling the whole house. There's holes everywhere. It's going to look like that we've been shot at, like bullet holes through the walls. Yeah, because I can't, I'm loving it. Look at me go. So I've marked where I need to pop the old, you know, roller holder, and I'm confidently drilling away like an absolute mad woman. But the end kept falling out, so I had to keep tightening it. It is an old drill. It is an old one. It's like me. It's had better days. But there you go. Look, it's done the job. Popping it up. Yes, I even bared in mind that I need to make it a bit, you know, a bit tighter because it's flexy, and I've never fitted a blind before. My brain was on form. It was on form. So I got it up. Look at that. So if you get the size up, it's too big. If you get the size down, it's too small. So it's kind of in between, and there is a bit of light either side, but it's okay. Bit of sunshine coming through, but no one can see silhouettes of naked bodies washing themselves in the shower. I'm putting my anchor up while I've got the drill out. Yes. Oh, absolutely loving it I am, because I can look at it and go, I did that. I did that. Me. I look around the house and I'm like, I did that. I do it in my head, so no one else knows I'm thinking it, but I'm like confidently and proudly going, I did that. Yeah, cleaning up all the dust mess that I've made absolutely everywhere, giving it all a wipe over. It was all in this window ledge. Yeah, it went all clumpy like sand once it mixed with the water. But popping the rope on and then you attach that. Look at that. I don't want to keep that grey curtain, but as I've only just bought it, I'm letting it be. Being called by the children. Anyway, I'm going to start putting all the toothbrushes and whatnot in here, and I'm only going to put in here what we actually need. So that is going to be toothbrushes, soap and razors. I'm sorting out Nick's little basket here. This basket's going because it's not very pleasant, and I'm going for a little wooden one because that looks a lot nicer and it goes with the theme that I'm drawing again. And then also these are all the bits I got. Look at them. Oh, look at this shell. It was £12 down to £6, but online it's down to £5. I don't know why, but then they don't always have it online, so it was out of stock when I looked. Popped that in that I got from Sainsbury's. Yes, you see me go and buy that in my vlog this weekend. And a nice little foot mat thing. Oh, that mat is so nice. I got a bit more of an expensive one, although it was on offer. I'm going to roll these little towels up. These are these Egyptian cotton ones, but they're only hand towels. And then I'm going to try and do a fancy little triangles, but I don't get it right, so I have to keep adjusting it and trying again because, yeah, normally I just chuck them in a basket. But there we go. I'm going to pop those on the shelf. Yes. And yes, this is what it was before. Bottles everywhere. Right old mess. I need to get that blue thing off the wall, to be fair. I do. And this is what it looks like now. Look at the difference. Decluttered. We've got a blind. We've got shells going. No, not on that bit. Look at it before. Look at it now. Fresh. And the little shells that I did. I did that. Yes. I mean, I know it may not look like big changes to some, but it is a massive change when you go in there. Look at my little display. Look. I did my little display and I love it. I love it. Just letting you know. I've also hung that up because that was in the toilet and it's not a seaside-y toilet. So it is going to be up here. So I'll put it in there. And yeah, look how small my little room is. See what I mean about the flooring being cheap. There we go. And it's looking much, much better. That's what it looks like when the blind's pulled. But it'd be nice in the evenings with a little candle going. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.